When generating your AI image or AI video, these are different camera angles and camera movement you should pay attention to. In this video, I'm going to break down 12 camera angle and camera movement that you should use when generating your AI images or your AI videos. I'll also show you when to use it, how to use it, and how to come up with a good prompt that contains this camera angle and camera movement. So without much time wasting, let's get started. The first camera angle that we have here is the eye level shot. Here is an example of the eye level shot. The prompt I use here is a Pixar style 3D animation eye level camera shot of a woman standing in a modern apartment. The second camera angle is the low angle shot, and this is an example of the low angle shot, and we also have a very good example here. This is being used in so many movies, and you can use this in your own storytelling also. Number 3 is the high angle shot. So this is an opposite of the low angle shot. And then the next camera angle is the close-up camera shot. So you can see this is an example of that. This is also a second example of that shot. Then we move on to the next one, and this next one is called the extreme close-up. So for this particular one, the camera is pushed more to the subject face. This is being used when you want to exaggerate somebody's emotion, anger, and all that. And this is also another example of the extreme close-up camera shot. Now let's go on and move on to the next one. So this one is the medium shot. So the medium shot, the image is being taken from the waistline. So this is how the medium shot looks like. So this is another example of that. Now you understand how you can tell your story by prompting the AI using this different camera angle. Now let's move on to the next one, and this other one is called the wide angle shot. So this shot, you mostly use this when you're introducing a location or you want the subject to be far away from the camera. This is an example of that shot, and here is also an example of the shot. For instance, if you're creating a real estate walkthrough video, you use the wide establishing shot for that because it brings in more content into your view. So the next one is over the shoulder shot. So the over the shoulder shot is used when a particular subject is having a conversation with another subject. I'll explain how to come up with this prompt later in this video after showing you examples of this shot. So this is an example of that, and also this is an example of that. It is very important to understand this camera angle so that you can create more realistic AI videos. So this next one is called the POV shot. So it is a point of view shot. This is being used, let's say you're riding, someone is riding a bike or someone is trying to show you what they are doing. So they use this particular shot, the point of view shot. See, this is an example, and also this is also an example of that shot. Then the next one here is the slightly tilted camera. So it's as if the camera is being tilted from up, pointing to the subject on the ground. So this is an example of that, and also this is also another example of that particular shot. So the next one that we have here is the silhouette shot. So this particular shot is kind of dark when it's being taken. Light is introduced in front of the character, then at the back of the character is a bit dark. Then this is another example of this particular shot. Then also the last one that we have is the bird eye view. So this can also be called the drone view shot. So is the camera is placed above the character, pointing down to the character. So this is an example of that shot, and also this is another example of the shot. So with this being said, now you understand how to use this shot, because when I see some of your videos, I notice that most of you are using just a particular angle when telling your story. But when you use different angles when telling your story, you create emotions and it makes the video more engaging. Now let's move on to camera movement. You use camera movement when you're converting your image into a video, or you are generating a video directly from a text. So we'll start with the number one here, which is the static camera movement. And here is an example of a static camera movement. Number two, we have the slow push in. So this is also called the dolly in. This is an example of that. Number three, we have the pull out, also called the dolly out. This is an example of that. Then we also have the pan left and right. So you can either pan left or you pan right. So this is an example of that. At number five, we have the tilt up or down. So you can use this when you want to have this kind of movement in your video. This is an example of that. Then number 6, we have the tracking shot. So this tracking shot, it follows the subject. So this is an example of that particular camera movement. Then number 7, we have the orbit, that's the 360 camera move. So this is an example of that. Then we also have the handheld camera movement. So you use this when you want to show anxiety, you want to show realism, okay, fear and tension. That's when you use the handheld camera movement. This is an example of that. Then the next one, which is the number 9, we have the crane or the jeep movement. So this one, you use this when you want to show scale or destiny, a big review or a emotional climax. That's when you use this kind of camera movement. Then at number 10, we have the zoom in. So you use this when you want to show shock, realization, or a sudden discovery. You use the zoom in camera movement. So this is an example of that. Then the next one, which is number 11, we have the freeze frame. So we use this for story emphasis when you want to show memory importance, or you want to show a turning point. Then the final one is the POV movement. It's also included in the camera angle movement. So for the POV movement, you show this when you want to connect with your audience, showing them your point of view. So how do you incorporate this camera movement into your prompt? So this is an example of a prompt. This prompt is saying this pizza style 3D animation. So this is the style of the video. Then this is the camera movement being introduced right here. Okay, then after that, you explain what the character of the subject is doing in your video. This is how you use this camera movement in your video. So this is just how it is being written. If you want to use AI to generate this prompt, you just have to go to ChatGPT and write using POV camera movement or using zoom in camera movement, provide a prompt of a man standing in a room. So it's going to use that camera movement that you have just explained to give you a prompt that you can use to generate your video. So this is an example of a prompt I have used. So if this video was helpful to you, let me know in the comment section what you think should be added to this video or the next video that you want me to talk about, and I will do that for you. Don't forget to like this video and share it with others in any WhatsApp community that you are. You can share it with them for them also to learn something like this. Thank you guys for watching this video, and as always, I'll keep on bringing videos concerning AI and how you can create more content with AI on this channel. I'll see you guys in my next video.